What's up guys, and welcome back to another eBay miniature rescue. So today I'm just going to walk through a few of the search terms and filters that I use when looking for used miniatures. So the first one's a basic search, just Age of Sigmar. If that's what you're looking for, that's what's going to come up. From here we've got several options. So you can see I'm scrolling through each of the factions, and that's a good way to just get an overall sense of what each of those things offer. But I like to get a little more random and just see what comes up, because you never know. So I'll go to a filter and come down to condition and search used, and then I will filter again from best match to ending soonest. That way, if there's something like this, say on top here, this Undead Cavalry, Reapers, if that's something that I wanted, there's 0 bids. If I thought that price was good, then, you know, I could get it practically right away. This is a little expensive for my taste, but you get the idea. So we can kind of search through, and you notice a lot of stuff, it's just random prices. Not quite sure what you're looking at. You never know what's going to pop up, but it's more of like, you know, this is a for fun kind of search if you just want to scroll through 3,500 items. So we can filter it down a little bit further. We can go by miniature condition. There's a lot of not specified, so this is kind of hit and miss because a lot of people just don't bother. So you never know. But partially assembled and painted has 175 things already in it. So we should be able to get something out of this. So going through this right now, this is still ending soonest. So you see this top one has 23 minutes left, so that's kind of our starting point. It jumps up pretty drastically up here, 10, 15 hours, that kind of thing. But that's not a long time to wait for some of this stuff, especially if you can find it at a good price. Here's a good example. So 1 bid, that's but you know, it's basically under $20 for a model that goes for what, 35, and it's put together in primed black. Still a little expensive. Let's keep searching. Alright, so there's 170 things here. That's not a lot to look through, but just for the sake of going through the motions, if there were more things, then I would filter even further. So in most cases, if you punch in a number from, you know, say $2 to $30, it's 30 cents to $30, then you'll probably get a little bit better search result than if you had $0 to $30, because a lot of people put stuff in for 99 cents, which you don't necessarily want, and it'll be, you know, 6 days until that expires. You want to avoid the lowest end of things. You know, if we're planning on spending money, so you might as well start at a point that makes a little more sense, where, you know, you're probably going to spend something like $5 for something at least decent enough to want to paint. So this is a general search that I do when I'm just looking for like super quick results. You never know what you're going to get. Let's see what pops up. Okay, so this isn't a great item, but, you know, it's partially painted. Started project that someone just didn't finish. You can see mold lines, and they didn't cut off the plastic on the end of this. So, I mean, you can see the work that you're going to have to do when you get it. And you can probably, yeah, they're probably going to sell this other stuff, so that's something to look out for. You never know. That could go up anytime. So in this case, I might save the seller and see what else they have. So this person sold 76 items. Good feedback all the way. Okay, so more from this seller. So they are selling other items. This is always nice too, because you can kind of see, you know, if you like one thing from a person, you can check, and they might be selling a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. So they're not necessarily looking for a ton of money for each thing. they want to get rid of all of it as soon as possible because, you know, you have to assume that they're going to want to buy something right when they get paid. All right, so this is something that I would actually consider. Korgoraths go for a huge premium these days. What, $20 pretty much for both of these models? And Korgoraths are going for $20 on their own. And this looks like at least a halfway decent painted job. Like, it's a little dark and funky, but that's nothing that, you know, a little bit of time can't fix. So this isn't bad at all. I might actually just buy this. Alright, so I was about to buy it and something super weird happened. I was about to click buy it now and it kind of freaked out and something changed. And this does happen sometimes on eBay. The seller changed the price of the item. They completely took the buy it now option off. So instead of getting, you know, a $30 Korgorath for 15 bucks plus a Bloodstoker, we get screwed. We'll just have to watch the auction and see what happens. Alright, let's do one more search that I like to do. And I just search for Warhammer. And that's it. Because you're going to get the most amount of things. And this is what comes up. It's 156,387 items that someone typed Warhammer into the item description or in the title. So you could scroll for weeks and you could do a lot of things. And there's a lot of stuff in here. This is everything in Warhammer on eBay. So we're probably not just going to randomly stumble on something. I mean, you could just keep scrolling, and maybe you'll get lucky. But we do need to do some filters. So I'm going to start with ending soonest. That way, maybe something pops up just in the top. You know, because we got like, what, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, this kind of stuff. Alright, so we're already on ending soonest. Now we're going to go to condition and go to used. That's still 75,000 used Warhammer items. So we need to filter down a little bit further. We're going to go for price. I want to spend between, say I want some kind of mid-sized model. Let's go 15 to 35. Now, this will probably come up with squads of guys or larger, you know, chariot type of things, vehicles. So this is kind of where the price range is to build out your squads or find just unique things that are a little bit larger than a single model to paint. Of course, a lot of people like to charge a lot for not a lot. Go figure. Alright, so checking my filters again. I'm going to go even further because I want to speed this up and I want to see if I can find something right now. So I'm going to do a buy it now. I'm going to switch to lowest price plus shipping. And we're just going to scroll through a few different things. So this is only the $15 to $35 and there's still 24,000 things. But this is a pretty good example. You know, basically just prime black with some minor things. This is like somebody wanted to paint these and get a bunch of them, you know, some metagame thing at a club that they're in, and now they don't want them anymore. You know, what did they put, like 4 colors on here? Technically 2. Yeah. So it was a quick paint job to get it on the table and do something. Now they want to get rid of it and do something else. 15 bucks. I'm not sure how much these go for normally, but $15 assembled and mostly painted seems like a pretty good deal to me. There are obviously a bunch of those. So this is just kind of a general way that I find miniatures quickly because, you know, I'm trying to paint something every week and that doesn't always work out for, using eBay, on a normal schedule where, I'm going to wait for 8 to 10 days to see something end. I need something right now. So this is kind of the way I've been going. I have actually had a lot of people email me and say that they're gonna send in some models, so that's pretty cool. And I'm also working on a larger project with Blvd, who sent in the Green Knight a few weeks ago, so that should be coming out pretty soon. For now, if you have any questions about eBay or something a little more specific that I didn't really talk about, because I'm sure there's going to be something. There's always something on eBay. There you go. That just popped up. Pretty great. I kind of want that. Anyways, if you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe if you learned something in this video. Join us over at the Facebook page to share your works in progress and your rescues or just fun eBay finds that you may have seen. That is facebook.com/eBay miniature rescues. If you would like to donate models to this channel, I actually have a P.O. Box now. So if you want to email me at ebayminirescues@gmail.com, we can talk about it and kind of go from there. And as always, I will see you in the next video.